classrooms of Avencast's academy, the young adepts are learning about the mysteries of magic. Our young hero is paying very close attention to the words of Exivarius, the alchemy instructor.
And will our slumbering young friend surely be able to repeat what one usually makes from red sulfur and silver moon dust? You are not concentrating enough on your lesson. Alchemy seems to bore you, and that is happening at the expense of the other adepts. Go to your mentor, Malveren, and talk to him about the best way forward with your education. I don't think you should be here with the attitude you have now, in any event. There is no point in teaching you any more alchemy if your interests so obviously lie elsewhere. You have forgotten your school book.
So, what is it that brings you to me at this hour of the day? Are you not supposed to be having lessons in alchemy right now? You fell asleep. I marked that you have talent, young friend, but you fail to take things sufficiently seriously. Even if you are bored by the alchemy lectures, you should listen attentively, so as to be truly a master of what you learned here later on. But Exivarius is probably correct in saying that there's no point in forcing you to pay attention. And by now you have already learned quite a lot about theory. Let's look ahead. Probably it's just about time to put more emphasis on your practical education. You should also already be thinking about preparing for the big examination. Therefore, I will send you to 3 masters. Each of them will have a task for you by which you have to prove yourself. In return, each will place his seal on a petition for your admission to the final Avencast examination. We will speak again once you have obtained all 3 seals. First, I will send you to Horatio. In his arena, you will face your first opponents, and you will practice the various martial arts. He will also explain where you can find the other 2 masters. When you have Horatio's seal, you also have to report to Masters Archibald and Delagastera. Archibald will put your knowledge of crystals to the test, and Delagastera will assign you a task concerning the history of Avencast. Whether you go and contact Archibald first, or Delagastera is your choice. Go now and take your parchment with you, and this map of the Academy as well, for good measure. Do not disappoint me again.
If only Gorland's prices for armor were not so inflated. It's funny somehow that the gnome turned up here. I once heard that gnomes are able to travel through the dimensions. They are strange folk indeed. I can't really trust them.
You must be here to prepare yourself for your final examination. I will be introducing you to the high art of combat in my arena. Do you think you are prepared for real combat already, or should I show you the basics first? I had thought this may be a little too much for you. Well then, proceed straight into the arena. Let's see how you hold up in combat practice. We shall begin with a simple blows training for close combat. I am going to make a hovering dummy appear. Try to hit it with your staff as often as you can until it is destroyed. That looks quite good already. Let's try your skills at ranged combat now. It's a bit of a challenge to keep focused on moving targets. I am going to make a number of targets appear. Very good. In conclusion, you should practice some dodging in combat. That is one of the most important lessons. I am going to make an obelisk appear at the center of the arena. Try to hit it from the perimeter of the arena while not getting hit by its projectiles. Aside from normal dodging to the right and left, good. I think that you are ready for some real combat now. You have to win 4 fights, after which I shall give you my seal. But should you want to repeat the practice rounds once more, you are certainly welcome to do so. Don't worry, nothing will happen to you. That is, aside from maybe making a bad impression. But nobody was born a perfect fighter. I am going to summon creatures which you will fight against. When I see that you are not up to it, I will interrupt the fight. It is better to repeat such a fight than having to live with a bad result. Well, let's get started then. You should know that you must win the first 2 consecutive fights. You will, of course, have to face a more difficult situation in every following round. Congratulations on passing the first round. Get ready for your next opponent. I was sure that you would not disappoint me. That already looks quite promising. Do you want to carry on with the third and fourth fights, or is that too much for you all at once right now? You seem to be holding up well. Prepare yourself for your next opponent. You seem to be holding up well. talent. You shall get my seal, for you have earned it. But I would really like to see how you hold up against even stronger opponents. It would also be good practice for you. Would you like to give it a try? All right. Maybe you will feel like coming round later. You will find Archibald in the Crystal Workshop in the southwest wing.
I am Gorlin, young friend, and I have really great stuff to offer. You should have the time to spare. You could even do me a favor. You'd get a special treat from me for it. As I said, it's just a very small favor. I can tell that you are interested. Oh yes, we will be doing good business together in the future. I do not remember exactly what the book is called, but it is about the Black Sparkling Tiger. Capture, upkeep, and care of the Black Sparkling Tiger, or something like that. But don't get caught by Icarius. As I've already warned you, he does not like it when people take books out with them. And remember, I will give you a really great reward if you bring me that book.
To deal with Icarius. Exivarius sent me to the library today to get a book on alchemy, and this Icarius just turned me out. It seems as if he thinks all those books were his own.
What are you doing here? This is my library, my books. You've no business here. Whatever you may want, I don't have time to bother with you. Get out of here.
nice book that Gordon is looking for. That would be really wonderful, for then I could finally read it. I have been looking for it for such a long time, but I am sure that I'm putting my trust into the right chap. Yes, of course I have not forgotten about that. You can trust good old Gorlin here. This is a truly great present. You can always summon my doppelganger if you want to do some trading while you're away. There is even a description. You can find it all in there. So, old chap.
I was supposed to take an examination on crystal structures with Archibald, and he sent me to the guard instead because he had lost some documents there. But he awarded me the mark of very good in crystallography anyhow. It appeared to me that he had just forgotten about the examination.
Greetings, young apprentice. I don't think I've met you yet. I wasn't really expecting a new apprentice. What do you want here? Ah, yes, Malverin. The final examination is taking place soon. Well, crystallography. It's just that I'm currently quite busy with my work, you know. And then there are also these trees. So, are you here for a stamp? Well, that could be arranged, I suppose. I would actually have a good task for you there. The matter is that there are two so-called Nuau trees in the garden of our academy. They were a gift from Uan, which, as it turns out, is somewhat complicated. It is actually the case that the two trees, a red tree and a blue one, don't like each other. They use their branches to keep fighting each other during certain seasons. They currently are in a phase like that again, which of course is extremely bothersome. The only thing you can do is to give them this special fertilizer that will calm them down again. But this fertilizer is made by Kalios. As you can surely imagine, I am quite busy, but I would appreciate it very much if you could visit Kalios in order to fetch the fertilizer. Apply it to the trees and deal with the remaining branches that are still thrashing about on the ground. You would get my seal for doing that. The garden would be peaceful once again, and we could still chat a little about crystals afterwards. Kalios works in the laboratory tower. You have to walk southeast from the court with the great statue. The trees are in the garden. You can't miss them. One of them is red, while the other is blue. And as I have told you already before, they fight each other with their branches.
Oh, hello. Say, have you perhaps seen a bag with some crystals anywhere? I must have left it in the garden. That is really a nuisance. I must have left it somewhere in the garden and I don't even remember where anymore. Yet I urgently need the crystals for my examination, and now I cannot even leave this place because I have to prepare these exercises for Master Archibald. Oh, do you think that you could have a look for them?
One of the other academies. I was at Cyrenova until recently. They don't have any magical crystals there, but it is still a good academy. Archmage Mergantiolis came from there too, and there are many more female mages and adepts than here. At Avencast, they began to accept women only a few years ago,